Yes, dear youngsters, join one more day for an hour and 15 minutes of session for 7 things which we do every day. You are welcomed, you are saluted, you are congratulated. Gratefulness to you for being here every day. Then you are submitted with this submission that throughout life, don't leave this endeavor of keeping on learning through the Shastras, the right way of living for the right purpose to know. Then prayers also together that may the Lord be kind to see that we are on the track throughout. 7 things are common sense thought, Sankalpa Sahanavavatu, Vedic chanting Rigveda mantras, Geetha Dhenam, 17th chapter. Tat will study little more today, then Sat also. Om Tat Sat. Then we'll study our Taittiriya Upanishad, Annamaya Kosha we saw tomorrow, today, yesterday we saw. Today we'll see the Pranamaya Kosha. Then we go to our the last aspect of Sri Hanuman Mata Sita Samvada. From all of them, we'll enjoy the stories. We'll also learn things for our life and keep on learning, implementing, growing in life. That's the beauty. Today's common sense thought is very typical. Like we all are given intellect. The intellect is to conceive the goal. The intellect is to uh, understand the means. The intellect also is there for us to plan well, and the intellect also is there for us to help us execute the plans. Along with these four, another very important task you and I have to have at the intellectual level continuously. Okay, like I give an example of any production that happens in the world. First, the research and development team is there, they do research and they see the possibilities. They supply it to the production unit. The production unit produces it, unit. The produced thing is later on given to the unit which utilizes it. The using unit, the unit which makes use of the produced thing. Along with these three things, the R&D to research and find, the production unit to produce it, then utilization unit to use it. There's a fourth unit always is there wherever you see in the world in any of the things. That unit is called as the management unit, maintenance unit more clearly. Most important is this maintenance. That's why Bhagavan Narayana also as a maintainer again and again takes avatar. So a bridge is made. So made R&D किया है plan. The producers produced it. Now the bridge is being operated by the operators. But is not that the maintenance department will have to go every day and check it? Isn't it? A flight landed. The management department, sorry, maintenance department have to see whether the flight is ready for next takeoff. The train stopped destination. So the maintenance department goes and checks engine, every coach, within the coach, every aspect, the connection between them. So they have to do the maintenance work. The big industry, lot of machinery. So early morning, Valley maintenance department. They check it and give okay, green signal. Then those who have to work on it, production unit, they use it and work. Again, end of the day, the extra time those maintenance team stays, then they just see to it that again it is made proper for the next usage. Everywhere it is there. So एनी एग्जाम्पल बस का भी हमने देखा कहीं भी जाओ ये होना चाहिए ओके सो my point our point today is that maintenance team what it does only three things okay nahi? And all these three are questions. First question is how is it working is the first question. Second, if it is working bad, why? What are the shortcomings? If it is working good, how can it be improved upon? So all these three are questions. How is it working? Why is it having trouble? If it is good, how to improve upon. All this was, whenever somebody comes to you, first you ask, how are you? If good, all the best, congrats, keep it up. If bad, what's the problem? What can I do for you? In all the letters also, we used to write earlier, oh, I am fine here, hope you two are fine. Then this is the purpose for which I am writing the letter. तो ये जो क्वेश्चनिंग है मेंटेनेंस के लिए is a very beautiful aspect of our intellect. है ना? Understood? Questioning for the proper maintenance of the thing. No, it is required everywhere in the universe, isn't it? Why the Lord sends continuously the natural calamities? Only to make human beings think and question as to why they are happening and what mistakes we are doing for the nature that the nature is trying to teach us the lesson. Now, in the intelligent group of scientists of the whole world are coming together and slowly understanding little by little that we, out of our excesses, selfishness, are torturing the nature so much that the nature is rebounding, retaliating, only to make us question so that we understand कि ये करना नहीं चाहिए. When these submissions of all scientists are seriously taken by every nation and international forums, and each one for the protection of the Prakriti make all the required restrictions and limitations in their behavior, then the nature stops all these calamities. But the God or nature is sending all this is for us to question what are we doing with the nature? We are doing bad. How to avoid it? Right? Now take hundreds of examples. Now, is it not required for we, the public, to question the ruling government, including the opposition, have to question? We have to question the opposition also. More importantly, in today's scenario, more than the ruling party, we have to question the opposition. If they are in the opposition party, instead of helping countries' growth, instead of helping the ruling party who are doing well, they are only doing those negative things by which the name and fame of the country is destroyed and the integrity is destroyed and differences are created. You have to question the opposition party now. आजकल दिन ऐसा है. And a healthy good opposition party है, they should question government. आप क्या कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो? So this thing you are doing, this can be done in better manner. This is the wrong thing, please avoid it. This also is our suggestion. If they also come in that way, coordination with country and the ruling people, whole country will progress in all aspects. And if nobody is there to question the government, then government will take everything for granted, isn't it? Then they will do all the ghotalas, scams. That was happening 65 years. Nobody to question them. Why these bloody rascals of Britishers and Islamists, these Mughals, ruled our country for 1200 years and destroyed us? Because we never questioned them. We accepted the slavery. That chalo theek hai, tum log rule karo. We thought we are bounded labor only. Suddenly, the moment the questioning started, we found it is our nation. How come these fellows rule? We have kicked them, they ran away. If the question was not raised, till now we would have been under slavery only. You have to ask questions. State government, you have to ask question. क्या कर रहे हो? कैसे कर रहे हो? हमने आपको elect किया. You are enjoying all your luxuries with the taxes we are paying. In a product when it costs 20 rupees, we are paying 100 for it. 80 rupees we are paying for your survival, for your luxuries, for your flight trips, helicopter trips, for your staying such a big villas, having 20, 30 servants and 10 cars. हमारे पैसे खा रहे हो तुम. We have to question them. Question is not to object. Always. Question is never to humiliate. Question is never to demoralize. Question is only to see to it that what is to be done is done or not. What is not to be done is avoided or not. For that the question. प्रश्न बुद्धि का एक काम है. Isn't it? In these three examples also, if the boss doesn't question the employees, calling them for a meeting once in a month, have you achieved the targets? How are you doing it? Then they take it for granted, no? The employees, because that's the nature. Intellect questions. Mind only demands. Senses only crave. Body wants to sleep lazily. In these three things, there is no use. Only when the intellect gets awakened and starts questioning. All things are understood. After understanding, whether it's right or not, we'll judge it. If wrong, we remove it, and if right, we encourage it. रॉन्ग को राइट बना देते, मतलब if गलत कर रहे हैं तो उसको छोड़कर ठीक काम करना. Getting the point? In the same way, in the college, first of all, the college management itself should sit, including teaching, non-teaching staff. From our college, every year, up to 100, 300 students are going out. Two questions. One, are we sending outside a fully, thoroughly educated academicians? Second, along with academics, have we created a responsible citizen of the country? Isn't it? Have you given them those values of patriotism, etc.? If they don't sit and question themselves, then the policies are only get more students, get all the money, somehow pump into them some subject and make them pass and send them away. Irresponsible educational institutions, educational department itself. They have to question. Then again, the teachers and the principal should call the students and question them. That question is called question paper. कि what we are teaching you, are you studying or not? Imagine अगर एग्जाम से नहीं है मानो, then no, who knows whether you are studying or not, you are learning it or not, नहीं पता होगा. Most important then is what? The parents at home. If they continuously don't question children, the children take it for granted and they get destroyed. Or you hope you are not an example. In our childhood, there was not even a one moment one day that we go out without telling parents and taking their permission. पापा वहाँ जाना है पिताजी. क्यों जाना है? You'll ask. इसके लिए. If it is right for education or पढ़ाई is group study, go. Otherwise, shut up, sit here. That's it. So when we come back, he learned ask also. We have to report. वहाँ गए इतना टाइम हुआ, 2 घंटे इतना पढ़ाई की, इतना हो गया. We have to report. And nowadays, children, parents are not given a chance to question. So you are not telling them what you are doing. Who is destroyed? You only destroyed by your own mind, senses, body, and outer equally useless friends. Isn't it? Some youngsters are intelligent. They report themselves to parents. Some parents still are disciplined. They say, बेटा हम पूछेंगे नहीं, तुम खुद ही बताओ तुम्हारे भलाई के लिए. In some Orthodox families, parents are still strict. They ask and they object. This is wrong, you should not do. That's it. Children also obey with pain today. But after 10, 20 years, they look back. They say, thank God, my parents were there to question me and I have to answer them. Therefore, to answer them, I was safe. I didn't do anything wrong. अब तुम तो आजकल सवाल ही पूछने देते हो माता पिता को. मम्मी जा रहा हूँ, मैं पापा जा रहा हूँ. जा बेटा, फिर से मत आना गधा बेवकूफ. कहाँ जा रहा है, क्यों जा रहा है, किसका? यू शुड टेल A to Z, not for them. It is your interest that you are protecting from your own mind, your own whims and fancies, your own wasting time, energies. You are missing the opportunities, going to wrong company, doing wrong things, making bad habits. अब इतने चीजों से कैसे बचोगे? Like I told you, the boss asks every day the question. These people will be on the toes to do the right thing. नहीं पूछा, they do it. Nonsense. I told you, intellect's job, along with conceiving goal, planning, working towards it, is this fourth important one, questioning. To explain that, 1,000 examples I gave you. In the same way, now the main point for which this example is taken is you and I also should question ourselves every day, every moment, and see what answer comes honestly. From that answer, we know whether we are doing things correctly or not. What is the reason for which the things are not correctly done, wrongly done? How to avoid it? What is the correct way? The questioning department, maintenance department नहीं होता, तो we routinely like a gadha only we do the things. If it is wrong, wrong only. If it is right, right. But that can be improved, no? As a human being, you can improve upon things if the scientists are not questioning these day-to-day improvements which are happening in scientific world or the outer world. Would it have been happened by any chance? सवाल कर रहे हो लोग, कैसे करें, क्या करें, इसलिए इतना साइंस बढ़ रहा है. You have to ask whether you are worldly, goal oriented person, spiritual. Like for example, in my case, I say I have to question myself. Ki, have I understood the reality? Question you have to ask. Not understood. Then what are you doing by studying Shastra so many days? It's an objection I have to raise. Therefore, I have to re-study Shastra to understand the truth or reality. It's my question to me. Others will not ask. Then I have to ask myself, have I understood what is sadhana? If you have not understood, then क्या कर रहे हो मैं तो इतने दिन तुम शास्त्र पढ़ के? If you don't understand sadhya sadhana. If I don't question it, mechanically keep on studying for years together, but without achieving the main thing. Question karna. Everything I have to question to myself. Whichever are required to be done as means the spiritual sadhaka. You also in your own thing. Like my furthermore questions are what? Ki, is my devotion to the Lord growing? Is my devotion to my Guru growing? Question. If not, why? Why is not growing? It is very essential. Isn't it? Is my intellect becoming sharp or not? नहीं तो क्यों डल हो रहा है? Subtle or not? Why is it grass? Is my mind single minded or not? नहीं हो रहा. अबे क्यों नहीं हो रहा? You are a sadhak. You have to be so. So to are the senses in my control? I have to ask myself. Is the body maintained healthy and or not? I have to ask myself. If not, why? You are supposed to be a human being, intelligent. You have to take care of all these things. So too, am I behaving well with the people outside? Are my attitudes, intentions positive or not? Am I a contributor or a consumer? Or the am I a liability or an asset? लगातार प्रश्न पूछना पड़ेगा. Are my upasanas happening well? If not, why? Is my japa happening well? If not, why? My class is going on well or not? If not, why? What to do there to improve upon? निरंतर मुझे प्रश्न पूछने से मैं किस स्थिति में हूँ मुझे बताओ. Then I know whether it is right or wrong. Then how to improve from there. You also have to question yourself. Am I wasting my time? Why? Am I wasting my energy? Why? How to avoid it? In the same way, like me, you also. Are you clear about your goal? You ask yourself. Are you clear about the means? You ask yourself. Are you able to go to a library to study regularly? And are contacting the elders, experienced people to get guidance? ये सब जरूरत है ना तुमको. नहीं करो. क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? Which are the places your mind and senses are distracted? All this nonsense. But why? How long? What way they are going to help you in building your life or career? अगर नहीं कुछ सवाल पूछोगे, खुद भी नहीं पूछते हो, and with your youth arrogance don't allow others to ask, then you are doomed to your own destruction. Others will do तमाशा देखेंगे जब तुम डूबते रहते हो. We will only watch tamasha of those bewakoof youngsters getting destroyed. What can we do? We have given all ideas. If they themselves don't question themselves and don't allow us to ask, then where will be the understanding whether we are doing it right or not? Where can be a chance of removing negative and doing positive? Question yourself always. Everything as I ask myself, you also, body healthy or not, senses controlled or not, mind disciplined or not, intellect sharp or not, goal clear or not, means clear or not, resources managed or not, am I putting effort properly or not, is there anywhere I'm going wrong, any screw that is to be tightened anywhere, any precautions, any preventives to be taken, everything. Am I doing well in my office? Am I behaving well with my boss, my coordinators, my the other group members, colleagues? ये पूछना पड़ेगा तुमको. बार बार पूछना पड़ेगा. You can never take it for granted. Then only the only way by which we don't take life lightly and do wrong things. इसी तरह बच सकते हैं. नहीं तो you will go on doing one after other things because nobody to ask us. कभी किसी भी टाइम सोएंगे, किसी भी टाइम उठेंगे, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है. कुछ भी खाएंगे, पिएंगे, कुछ भी टीवी देखेंगे, सिनेमा देखेंगे. पशु का जीवन है वो, जो खुद नहीं पूछता, जो दूसरों को पूछने नहीं देता. That buffalo just eats grass and sleeps. Somebody will have to put it in the work. Some animals are domesticated or used, they are useful. Other things, lion, tiger, book lagi hunted, eaten and slept. They only eat and mate and die. That's not human being. Any banders, have you ever seen the monkeys questioning among themselves कि क्या करें हम अपनी तरक्की के लिए? They are Pashu. You are not Pashu, we are Manusha. We have to ask questions and see to it that individually also we grow, communally, totally also we have to grow. If in the country there is restlessness, why? What is to be done? If there is poverty, why? What's to be done? If the education is not growing, why? If the science is not developing, why? What to do? What's going wrong? अरे बाप रे, ये तो जरूरी है रे बाबा. स्वयं को पूछो, पहले स्वयं का उद्धार करते जाओ, बस जिंदगी में मजा आएगा. थैंक यू. ओम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार हेभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह भव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृते साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण अस्मात् क्षणादेव सम्यक् प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त युवानां श्रोतॄणां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति देवताभक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सत्संगभक्ति साधनाभक्ति सेवाभक्ति मातापितृभक्ति देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सनातन धर्मभक्ति आदीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं वेद मंत्र पारायणं ऋग्वेदस्य श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता सप्तदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदः पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं रामचरितमानसांतर्गत सुंदरकांड अंतर्गत श्री आंजनेय लंका यात्रा प्रसंग द्वारा जीवन रहस्यानाम अवगाहनम वयं सर्वे विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञान हरि शांति मंत्रः. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. फ्रेंड्स, वैदिक चैंटिंग फॉर 7 to 8 minutes. थोड़ा बड़ा है आज, 1 आध मिनट ज्यादा लगेगा. ओम अथ श्री वेद पारायणम ऋग्वेदः प्रथम मंडलम एकादशाधिक शततम एकादशोत्तर शततम अनुवाकात् आरभ्य 111th अनुवाक. 11 12 13 14 15 5 करेंगे, 10 मिनट लगेगा. ओम ओम तक्षन् रथं सुवृतं विद्मनापसंस्तक्षन्धरी इन्द्रवाहावृषण्वसो तक् तक्षन् पितृभ्यां मृभवो युवद्वयस्तक्षन् वत्साय मातरं स चाभुवम् आनो यज्ञाय दक्षतरुभुमद्वय क्रत्वे दक्षाय सुप्रजावतीमिषं यथाक्षयाम सर्ववीरया विशातन्नः शर्धाय दासथा स्विन्द्रियम् आतक्षत सातिमस्मभ्यं मृभव सातिं रथाय सातिमर्वते नरः सातिन्नो जैत्रीं सम्महेत विश्वः जामिमजामिं पृतनासु सक्षिणिं रुभुक्षिणमिन्द्रमाहुव ऊतय रुवून्वाजान्मरुत सोमपीतये उभामित्रावरुणा सूनमश्विना तेनो हिन्वन्तु सातये धिये जिषे रुभुर्वराय सं शिशातु सातिं समर्यजिद्वाजो अस्मा अविष्टो तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामदिति सिन्धु पृथिवी उत द्यौः 112 ईडे द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वचित्तयेऽग्निं घर्मं सुरुचं यामन्निष्टये याभिर्भरे कारवंशाय जिन्वतस्ताविरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतम् योर्धानाय सुवरा असश्चतो रतमातस्तुर्वचसं नमन्तवे याभिर्धियो वतः कर्मनिष्ठयेताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतम् युवां तासां दिव्यस्य प्रशासने विशांक्षयतो अमृतस्य मग्मना याभिर्धेनुमस्वं पिन्वतो नरा ताविरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतम् याभिपरिङ्मातनयस्य मङ्मना द्विमाता तूर्षु तरणिर्विभूषते याभिस्तिमन्तुरभवद् विचक्षणस्ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतम् याभिरेवं निवृतं सिदमद्भ्य उद्वन्दनमैरयतं स्वदृशे याभिः कण्वं प्रसिशासन्तमावतन्ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिरन्तकं जसमानमारणे भुज्यां याभिरव्यतिभिर्विजिन्वतोः याभिः कर्कन्धुं वह्यञ्च जिन्वतस्ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतं याभिः शुचन्तीं तनसां सुशंसदं तप्तं घर्मभूम्यावन्तमत्रये याभिः वृष्णिकं पुरुकुत्समावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतं याभिः शचीभिर्वृषणा पराङ्गृजं प्रान्धं श्रोणं चक्षुष एतवे कृतः याभिर्वर्तिकां ग्रसिताममुञ्चतं ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतं याभिः सिन्धुं मधुमन्तमसश्चतं वसिष्ठं याभिरजरावजिन्वतं याभिः कुत्सं सुतर्यं नर्यमावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतं याभिर्विश्वलां तनसामथर्व्यं सहस्रमीड आजावजिन्वतं याभिर्वशमश्व्यं प्रेणि मावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतुभिरश्विना गतं याभिः सुदानु औषिजाय वणिजे दीर्घश्रवसे मधुकोशो अक्षरतो कक्षीवन्तं स्तोतारं याभिरावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिरसांशोदसोद्न पिपिन्मथुरन्वशं याभिरतमावतञ्जिषे याभिस्त्रिशोक उश्रिया उदाजत ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः सूर्यं पर्यात परावतमन्धातारं क्षैत्र्यपत्येष्वावतं याभिर्विप्रं प्रभरद्वाजमावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिर्महामतिथिग्वं कशोजुवं दिवोदासं शम्भरहत्य आवतं याभिः पूर्विध्ये दशरस्युमावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिर्वम्रं विपिपानमुपस्तुतं कलिं याभिर्वित्तजानिं दुवस्यदः याभिर्विश्व उत पृथिमावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिर्नराशयवे याभिरत्रये याभिः पुरामनवे गातुमीशतुः याभिः शारीराजतं स्युमरश्मये ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः पठर्वा जठरस्य मङ्मनाग्निर्नादिदेच्छिरित इद्धो अग्मन्ना याभिः शर्यातमवतो महाधने ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिरङ्गिरो मनसा निरण्यतोऽग्रं गच्छतो विवरेको अर्णसः याभिर्मनुं शूरमिषा समावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः पत्नीर्विमदाय स्यूहताराघवा याभिररुणिरक्षितं याभिः सुदासौहतो सुदेव्यं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः शन्ताति भवतो दधाशुषे उज्जुं याभिरवतो याभिरध्रिगो ॐ यावतें सुवरामृतस्तुभं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः कृशानुमसने दुवस्यतो जवे याभिर्यो अर्वन्तमावदं मधुप्रियं भरतो यत्सरद्भ्यस्ताभिरुषु ऊतिभिरश्विना गतं याभिर्नरङ्गोषु युधं नुषा ह्ये क्षेत्रस्य स्याता तनयस्य जिन्वदः याभिरताग अवतो याभिरर्वतस्ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतं याभिः कुत्समार्जुनेयं शतक्रतु प्रतुर्वीतं प्रच दभीतिमावतं याभिर्द्वसन्तिं पुरुषन्तिमावतं ताभिरुषु ऊतभिरश्विना गतम् अप्नस्वतीमश्विना वाचमस्मे कृतं नोदस्रावृषणामनीषाम् अद्यूत्ये वसे निह्वये वां हृदे च नो भवतां वाजसातौ द्युविरक्तुभिः परिपातमस्मानरिष्टेभिरश्विना सौभगेभिः तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामदिति सिन्धुः पृथिवी उत द्यौः. Very big one, huh? 12th one. 113. Idam shreshtam jyotishaam jyotirāgāt chitra praketo ajanishta vibhva yatā prasūtā savitus savāya gam evārātrishase yonimārayik rushadvatsā rushati shvetya gādāraigu krishna sadanānyasyaha samānabandhu amrute anochedyāvā varnanjarata āminane samāno advā sasro ranantastamanyānnaya चरतो देवशिष्टे न मे थे न ततस्ततु सुमेके नक्तोषासा समनसा विरूपे भास्वती नेत्रे सोनृता नाम चेति चित्रा विधुरो नावः प्रार्व्या जगद्युनो रायो अक्षधुषा अजीगर्भुवनानि विश्वा जिह्मश्ये चरितवे मघोन्या भोगाय इष्टयेराय उत्वं दभ्रं पश्यद्य उर्विया विचक्ष ऊषा अजीगर्भुवनानि विश्वा क्षत्राय त्वं शवसे त्वं महीया इष्टये त्वमर्थमिव त्वमित्यये विसृतशा जीविताभिप्रचक्ष ऊषा अजीगर्भुवनानि विश्वा एषा दिवो दुहिता प्रत्यदर्शी विच्छन्ति युवति शुक्रवासाः विश्वस्येषा न पार्थिवस्य वस्व उषो अद्येह सुभगे व्युच्च परायतीनामन्वेति वातायतीनां प्रथमा शश्वतीनां व्युच्छन्ति जीवमुदीरयन् त्युषामृतं कंचन बोधयन्ते उषो यदग्निं समिधे चकर्थ वियदावश्चक्षसा सूर्यस्य यन्मानुषान्यक्ष्यमाणः अजीगस्तद्देवेषु चक्रुषे भद्रमप्नः कियात्या यत्समया भवातिया व्यूषुर्याश्च नूनं व्युच्छान् अनुपूर्व्याः कृपते वावशः न प्रदिध्याना जोषमन्याभिरेते ईयुष्टे ये पूर्वतरामपश्यन् व्युच्यन्ति मुषसं मर्त्यासः अस्माभिरूनु प्रतिचक्ष्या बुधो भूदो ते यन्ति ये अपरीषु पश्यान् यावयद्वेषारुतवारुतेजाः सुम्नावरी सूनृता ईरयन्ते सुमङ्गलीर्बिभ्रति देववीति महद्योष श्रेष्ठतमाव्युच्च शश्वत्पुरोषा विवासदेव्यथो अद्येदं व्यावो मघोनि अथ्यो विच्छादुत्तराग अनुद्युनजरामृता चरति स्वदाभिः व्यञ्जिभिर्दिव अथा आता स्वद्यौदप कृष्णां निर्निजं देव्यावः प्रबोधयन्त्यरुणेभिरश्वैरोषायाति सुयुजारथेन आवहन्ति शोपोष्यावार्याणि चित्रं केतं कृणुते चेकितान ईयुषीणामुपमा शश्वतीनां विवातीनां प्रथमोषा व्ययिष्यतु उदीर्धं जीवो असुर्न आगाधपप्रागात्तमः ज्योतिरेति अर्थैक्पन्थां यातवे सूर्यायागन् गन्मयत्र प्रतिरन्त आयुः स्यूमना वाच उदीरयर्तिवह्निस्तवानो रेवौषसो विभाति अद्या तदुच्च गृणते मघोन्यस्मे आयुर्निदीधिः प्रजावत् या गोमति ऋषसः सर्ववीरा व्युच्यन्ति दाशु सेमर्त्याय वायोरिव सोनृतानामुदर्केता अश्वदा अश्नवत्सो मसुत्वा माता देवानामदितेरनीकं यज्ञस्य केतुर्बृहति विभाहि प्रशस्तिकृद्ब्रह्मणेन्यो नो व्युच्छा नो जने जनय विश्ववारे यच्चित्रमप्नवशसो वहन्ति जानाय शशमानाय भद्रं तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामतिथि सिन्धुः पृथिवी उत द्यौः. बस big ones there, so that is enough. 113. Let us do Bhagavad Gita. Om Tat we have seen, Tat little more we'll see again, Sat we start today. Okay. Om Tat Sat are three names of Bhagavan. These names can be used. That using is called Viniyoga. Using them to utter. By uttering, before we do the most sacred activities of Yagna, Dana, Tapa. This is said by Lord Krishna himself. Therefore, by saying so, that use Om Tat Sat before doing Yagna, Dana, Tapa, he also indicating saying that if you do so, those will become more powerful, more sanctified, and those performances of your Yagna, Dana, Tapa will yield you better, greater results. So, तो भगवान ने दुनिया बनाई, भगवान ने ही सारे पद्धतियां दी, भगवान खुद ही कह रहे हैं तो कॉल मी विद दीज थ्री नेम्स, आई विल कम एंड एम्पावर यू, remove the obstacles, see to it that the most sacred things which you are doing are done well. So why anybody should have any doubt for any reason? Clear? See, we should learn the art of many times following what is said and get benefit rather than trying to use our useless mind intellect to question of which there is no need of any answer. Question itself is wrong, isn't it? If you ask questions, many things, beautiful things you will miss. Like you say, why should I love my country? Why should I remember God? Why should I help my parents? No Pashu does it. Therefore, you can live like a Pashu by not doing all of that. But when you do it, when you love parents, serve them, they'll enjoy it, they are happy. Your children also will see that and they will love you and serve you. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं जिंदगी? अब इंटेलेक्चुअली जवाब सवाल पूछोगे तो हर एक का जवाब नहीं मिलता. So here also, Om's sacredness we already saw in Mandukya Upanishad and other places. Tat is the name of Parabrahma. Sat is the name of Parabrahma. All the three. ठीक है. सो तत् एंड सत विल सी टुडे. तत् का कल हमने देखा थोड़ा थोड़ा आज देखेंगे और सत को हम आज टच करेंगे मोर टुमारो. स्टार्ट चैंटिंग टू टाइम्स दीज टू श्लोकास 24 and 25. नहीं 25 and 26. 25 is twice, 26 4 times. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ सप्तदशोऽध्यायः श्रद्धात्रय विभाग योगः पंचविंशति षड्विंशतितमौ मंत्रौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच तदेत्यनभिसन्धाय फलं यज्ञतपक्रियाः दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः तदित्यनभिसन्धाय फलं यज्ञतपक्रियाः दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः. So the 25th shloka, 6th is so powerful, so beautiful. Okay. Om Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sadbhave Sadhubhave Cha Sadbhave Sadhubhave Cha Sadbhave Sadhubhave Cha Sadbhave Sadhubhave Cha Sadityetat Prayujyate Sadityetat Prayujyate Sadityetat Prayujyate Sadityetat Prayujyate प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते. टुगेदर ट्वाइस. श्री भगवानुवाच सद्भावे साधुभावे च सदित्येतत् प्रयुज्यते प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते. अगेन श्री भगवानुवाच सद्भावे साधुभावे च सदित्येतत् प्रयुज्यते प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा सच्चब्दः पार्थयुज्यते. Friends, those are coming so regularly. Now you understood now how many months with Shraddha, with patience, that we have to listen to someone these shastras that we start getting tuned to, we start getting habituated to, then we start learning the knowledge and its importance, its most importance in our life. एनी सब्जेक्ट फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री 10-12 साल पढ़ो तभी उसका अंदर क्या है उसका फायदा क्या है पता चलेगा. So to spirituality somehow from our education system, from our constitution, from all ways the shastras are removed. Nowhere shastras are taught officially. Government को करना चाहिए काम. Parents also they don't know, they can't teach us. School college में होता ही नहीं. On the name of secularism, we are never allowed to study Shastra. People like us who struggle day in and day out, nobody to help us. In what to do बताओ. इसलिए कह रहा हूं मैं तुम लोग बात समझो. जिंदगी भर शास्त्र अध्ययन से ब्यूटिफाई योर लाइफ विथ प्रॉपर विजन्स एंड गोल्स. See to it that as you grow, Grow with such a conviction about the glory of Shastra that when you become leaders of tomorrow, bring this Shastra Jnanam in which all the four Purushartha Prapti are guided into the masses. अब कैसा करोगे आप देख लो. First change the constitution, then make India as a Hindu country, then make compulsory all these Shastras to be studied in the school college. Give half marks for this first. Have you understood Paramatma as the goal? Have you understood the world is to be loved and served? Have you understood the ego and selfishness are not correct? Have you understood we have to live as a human being, not animal? अब ये सारा तुमको कराना पड़ेगा. Then only both balanced. One side the scientific technical growth giving us comforts. Other side the scriptural knowledge seeing to it that this scientific technical growth is not making us more and more rakshas and pashu as it is happening today. तुम्हारी मर्जी है, आइडिया तो मैंने दे दिया, मेरे हाथ में तो नहीं है कुछ, ये तुम्हारा जिंदगी है. First, you study Shastra, you enjoy the knowledge, you use that knowledge, you beautify your personality, you come out of the delusion of living life carelessly, recklessly, only for the outer bhoga life any of the uneducated people or animals. Uneducated means who never studied Shastra. ऐसा मत करो तुम. Be disciplined, be dignified. Control faculties, manage them, master them, use them for dharma, use them for seva, use them for upasana, use them for jnana, use them for dhyana, use them for achieving Paramatma Lakshya. ऐसा जीना. And to maintain yourself, whatever is required outside, do your regular professions and survive yourself happily without having so much of greeds beyond the needs, for which again you have to spend more time, you have to go in wrong routes of adharma and papa, फिर उससे सारा दुख हो जाता है. मेरा ये टैलेंट है, एबिलिटी, स्किल, दिस मच आई वर्क, आई गेट दिस मच सैलरी, आई एम हैप्पी विद दैट. You can increase skills, you can increase your performance, then little more money will come, happy. But for the sake of outer comfort, you go on doing everything, then what about these other things? ये कौन करेगा? शास्त्र किसके लिए है? अध्यात्मिकता किसके लिए है? वैल्यूज किसके लिए है? ये ऐसे फुकट में दिया गया है शास्त्रों में गुरुओं के द्वारा. They're all to add beauty to our life. Wonderful, no? That is why we must study Shastras. मेरा एक ही सजेशन, शास्त्र का सुनो गुरुओं से, अध्ययन करो, उसके अनुसार जीना. To give you that conviction idea only, I am here shouting every day. Welcome you all. So here the shloka 25, see, moksha kangshivihi, be attentive. Those who desire the moksha, those who want to be experiencing the infinite blissful freedom and liberation, freed from the bondage of everything. They are called desirers of moksha. Moksha kangshivihi. मोक्ष को कांक्षा करने वाले क्रियन्ते. By them these things are done. What they do? Yagna kriyaha, tapa kriyaha, vividaha, dana kriyaha. Shastra said lots of yajnas they do. Shastra said lot of tapasyas they do. As we saw in earlier shlokas, Shastra said lot of dana kriyas they do. Okay? While doing it, these people, the moksha kankshis, two things they add, because of which that moksha becomes possible to them. What is what? Tad iti. They add word tat tat all the time. What is the meaning of adding the tat tat all the time? है ना, दे आर डूइंग द यज्ञ दान तप कर्म ना, ये कर्म जो है तदर्थम, फॉर द सेक ऑफ परमात्मा आई डूइंग तेना, बिकॉज ही गेव मी द पावर, ही गेव मी द पोजिशन, ही गेव मी द परमिशन टू डू, देयरफॉर फॉर हिम आई एम डूइंग, he alone is doing through me, because of him only it is happening. In that way they do yajna dana tapa. Tat means that one. Tad iti, tadartham tena. And secondly, Anavisandaya phalam. Not himself associated with the phala. So see both the things. When you are not expecting any of the phala, your mind is not habituated to the wrong thinking of phala asakti. It's not projecting anything. When a karma done, results will come. What is required for my survival, I anyway take it. That's okay. That's never harmful. But when I am not doing phala apeksha, the mind's disease of sankalpa, kamana, they go away. Secondly, When I am giving all credit to Paramatma, my ego also sublimated. And in that person whose ego is sublimated, in that person whose mind is not agitated, what will happen? All the existing, the wrong vasanas are there, no? They get exhausted. The more the vasanas get exhausted, intellect becomes freed, liberated with all its sharpness and subtleness. That intellect is available for us to use to listen to Tattva Jnana from the Guru. When that Tattva Jnana is heard, contemplated, meditated, we realize it. When we realize it, moksha. These are the moksha kankshis used to do these two things while doing Yagnidana Tapa and purify themselves, qualify themselves, discover the self, get moksha. So Taditi and Anavisandaya Phalam. यज्ञतपक्रियाः दानक्रियाः च विविधाः क्रियन्ते मोक्षकांक्षिभिः. अगेन इट्स अ वेरी सबलाइम थॉट. मैं तो बता दिया मीनिंग, आपको थोड़ा होमवर्क करनी है. फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स आल्सो लेट अस डू ओनली यज्ञ, लेट अस डू दान, लेट अस डू तप. ओके, देन while doing so always bring that tatpada paramatma, then phalabhisandhi mat rakho, so that the mind is absolutely free of thoughts, agitations. Vasanas are gone away. Vasana means past earlier tendencies which push us again to repeat the same nonsense of the enjoyment, of the bhoga, of the quarrel or attachments. These are all only mind's hallucinations. In this chakkar, like you all in the chakkar of your boyfriend, girlfriend, your other friends, Bewakuf log, don't you forget your studies? Don't you forget your contribution at home? Don't you forget your parents? इसी को delusion करते हैं ना, कहते हैं ना, you all do it every day. In the same way, in the delusion of the mind, involving in its projections, we forget what for we have come. We forget what we exactly are. We forget where from the world has come. We forget how to deal and what for we have to deal with the world. These are all sublime knowledges are forgotten. इस चक्कर में फंसकर, आई गिव योर ओन एग्जाम्पल, कुछ ना कुछ चक्कर में फंसकर यू फॉरगेट योर पर्पसेस, यू फॉरगेट योर ड्यूटीज, यू फॉरगेट योर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, योर एम्स एंड एम्बिशंस. अब देखते देखते जिंदगी खत्म हो गया. Therefore, anabhisandaya phalam taditi. Taditi, anabhisandaya phalam yajna tapakriyaha dana kriyascha kriyante moksha kangshivi. And the subtle thing is what? Because they are calling the Tat Lord again and again, the intellect of them is very sharp, subtle, not to have phalasakti and never to give up this doing of yajna tapak karma and also offering everything to divine. Tat is a Paramatma. When you remember him, you are disciplined. Like when I am devoted to my Guru and remember him, it reminds me what he told me to do. When I am devoted to my college, school teacher or professor, then it reminds me of what homework he has given me. When I remember my mother, father, it reminds me what they expect from me. Isn't it? When I remember the Lord, then He tells you are a human being. You have come to reach to me. Whether you have to do meditation, whether you have to have antakarana shuddhi, whether to shuddhi of the antakarana, you have to exhaust your all habits of the mind and vasanas. And how you have to do? You have to do the yajnadana tapa karma no other and do them without phalasakti and offering it to me. When you keep on doing it, then you will see the mind is emptied of all its nonsense. Vasanas are gone away. When the mind vasana go away, then the intellect uh, rises. Intellect opens up. Intellect gets awakened. In that intellect only, that truth which is there as substratum, everywhere you will be having that sharp brain, sharp intellect to grasp it. And you know that alone is reality. You know that is you. You know everything else is only projected on that. All these higher, deeper knowledges you get. The more you get this knowledge of the self and the knowledge of the world to be illusory, you just drop it, you go on establishing in the self. When you become one with the self, moksha from the not self. In this way, taditi anabhisandaya phalam yajnatavakriyaha dhanakriyacha kriyante moksha kamsha. Okay? So, Om is explained, Tat is explained. तस्मादोमित्युः दाहृत्य यज्ञदानतपक्रियाः प्रवर्तन्ते विधानोक्तः सतं ब्रह्मवादिनां we told तदिति अनभिसन्धाय फलं यज्ञतपक्रियाः दानक्रियाः विविधाः क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः. Tomorrow we'll see that sadbhave sadhubhave cha sadityat prayujyate prashasте karmane tatha sat shabda partha yujyate. Then one more about the sat yajne tapasi dane cha sthiti sadityochate karma chayat padarthyam sadityam adhiyate. Then throughout life we have to have the shraddha. With that the shloka will conclude ashraddhaya utadatta vidya. Then we enter into the 18th chapter. So we are left with एक दो तीन श्लोक. तीन श्लोकों के लिए 3 दिन लगेगा. So basically is from 23rd of September 2309-2024 we'll start our 18th chapter, or one more day we need to do the chanting na. So 24024 2409-2024 we start our 18th chapter, study the last one 78 slokas it has got. So maybe 50 days it will take, or 45, or I don't know kitne bade श्लोक है, depending on that. Within 2.5 months our this Gita will be over. So 700 shlokas we'll be studying for almost 800 days. बट सब एक जगह इकट्ठा है, जब चाहे आप सुन लो, अपने ज्ञान को बढ़ाओ. कीप द गीता इन फ्रंट, स्टडी द चैंटिंग्स एज आई एम डूइंग इट, स्टडी अलॉन्ग विद द मंत्रास, चैंट द मंत्रास, लिसन टू द मीनिंग एंड अंडरस्टैंड. Important points you note down. Live life according to it. That is how the only way to evolve. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om the Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Upanishad Vidya Brahmananda Valli Shanti Mantra. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Friends, we have to do today the second kosha. Okay, he says directly I am entering to the meaning of the mantra. It is second and anuvaka. He says तस्माद्वा एतस्मात् अन्नरसमयात् अन्यः अंतरः आत्मा प्राणमय. So we have the annarasamaya, annamaya kosha, this gross body. In this gross body, at every nook and corner, there is prana shakti is there or not, and how that prana shakti comes after eating the food and the food is digested, and that shakti permeates throughout the body. It's a big subject. But within this sharira, at every nook and corner, there is pranamaya kosha, prana shakti. Okay. Now this is the initial sentence, that within this sharira, at every nook and corner, there is prana shakti. Initial. But later sentence is this, ki in that prana shakti only, this sharira is there. Because of that prana only shakti, sharira is there. Because of this, that prana is said to be the atma, not this sharira. Like in the pot there is mud to begin with. In the pot there is mud. But to a subtle intellected fellow, it is the other way around, is it not? In the mud there is pot. Think about it. And third is what? Mud is the atma of the pot. Because if there is no mud, there is no pot only. जो होने से होता है, जो नहीं होता उसको उसका आत्मा कहते हैं. You understood? The substratum is called Atman. If without mud, how there is a pot? So the mud is called Atma of the pot. The gold is called Atma of the ornaments. The water is called Atma of all the waves. Because without water, where is the wave? Without the gold, where is the ornament? See? See that beautiful analysis here. Now what we have to do is slowly live at the body level required, but then detach that you are not a body. Detach from body and say that I am pranamaya kosha. तो प्राणमय मैं हूं, अन्नमय नहीं हूं मैं. ये चेंज इज कॉल्ड वेदांत और स्पिरिचुअलिटी. Living with the Sharira because required, we have to interact and all. But what is the Sharira sustaining with Prana? Prana is the Atma of the Sharira. Without Prana, Sharira cannot be. इसलिए I am Prana first, then expressing as Sharira for the work. But basically I am Prana. This is how our Atma Tadatmya shifted from Dehosmi to Pranamaya Asmi. Then in this way, same next one Mano, Buddhi, Anandamaya, पार करके I am actually the substrate. It's a very subtle operation, subtle travel journey. Like unknown, unfathomable, forests, etc. पहले plan करके धीरे धीरे those interested adventurists go there, no? Easy there. We are starting with the theory studying. Then practically we have to do that adventure of meditation in which by doing again and again practice, we go from Aham Dehosmi to Aham Pranosmi. Once I know I am Prana, not Sharira, all Sharira related problems continue, but they are not mine now. Again, like what? My own car. Every problem of the car is my problem. But that car is sold, but in the same car I am traveling. Because it is sold, it is not mine. Therefore, its problems are not my problems. Car will have problem, but mera nahi. So too, body will have a problem, but it's not my problem because I am not body now. Why? I am prana. Experientially, when you get it. This is how this particular Taittiriya Upanishad through Panchakosha Viveka takes us from grosser to the subtler identity. Finally says, you are that Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. All these are only imagined. They are not real. They are all projected. So these studies takes lives together to study. Na? अब तो आपको बीज बो रहे हम. When a seed is sown, for it to become a big tree and give the fruits, it takes years together. So too, for you and I to fully understand these subtle things and do the sadhana, realize self, some 10, 20, 30, 40 lives it will take. If we do every life little by little. Just like a tree. Why it takes so much time? Because for it, the problem from the winds, problem for over rain or no rain, problem from the heat, other insects, ये सब झेलता हुआ वो सीड धीरे धीरे स्प्राउट होकर it has to become a big tree. It has inner and outer limitations problems. So do you and I have inner and outer limitation problem, self-created also, created by our past, others. ये सब negotiate करते हुए हर जन्म में थोड़ा 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 साधना करना. Okay. So this is what I told you. Now the meaning is what? Tasmad by tasmad annara samayat anyaha antaraha atma. Other than the sharira, inside the sharira, atma of the sharira is pranamaya kosha. Tena yeshaha purnaha. This annamaya is fully permeated by the pranamaya kosha. Sava esha purusha vidayeva. Even that annamaya pranamaya also like a purusha only. Tasya purusha vidatam. And it also can be explained to you like a pakshi. Anvayam purushavidaha tasya prana eva shiraha. Out of the pancha pranas, for the pranamaya kosha rupi purusha who is imagined to be a pakshi now, for him tasya prana eva shiraha. The prana, main prana is the shiraha. Vyano dakshina pakshaha. The vyana vayu is the right wingu. Apana uttara pakshaha. The apana vayu is the left wingu. Akasha atma. Then the space is its central portion. Then Prithvi Pucham Pratishtha. The Prithvi is the tail for this Pranamaya Kosha. Tadapesha Shloka. Even to explain it, there is a mantra from another Rigveda. Then from the Pranamaya will be taken to Manomaya. That we will see tomorrow. Okay. Today we'll chant it. Om Tasmadva Etasmadannara Samayat Tasmadva Etasmadannara Samayat Anyontara Atma Pranamaya Anyontara Atma Pranamaya Tenaisha Purnaha Tenaisha Purnaha Savaesha Purushavida Eva Savaesha Purushavida Eva Tasya Purushavidatam Tasya Purushavidatam अन्वयं पुरुषविदः अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Friends, only 1% meaning I am not telling you. You have to give me time, you have to stay together in an ashram, forget the whole world and other things. Word by word, these mantras with the bhashyam and other commentaries, you have to thoroughly study like a research. I'm not doing all that. I'm telling you from day one, only I'm teaching you how to chant these mantras. That's how I started Upanishads. But while doing it, at least a minimum literal meaning, if I tell, it may give me some satisfaction. करके I'm telling you the meaning. And don't tell me स्वामी जी आपने पूरा एक्सप्लेन तो किया ही नहीं. मैं तो कर रहा हूँ ना, मैंने नहीं किया. उसके लिए घंटों चाहिए, एक्सक्लूसिव टाइम चाहिए, योर अटेंशन चाहिए. मोर देन दैट यू हैव टू बी एट दैट लेवल ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ठीक है. तस्माद्वा एतस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. तस्माद्वा एतस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. That much is done for you. Thank you. We'll continue tomorrow. We'll go to the Manomaya question. Om Sri Ganesha Namaha Sri Janaki Vallabho Vijayate Sri Ramacharitamanasa Panchama Sopana Sundarakanda. So he has dropped that Anguti. She thought it is a Ashoka Vriksha has given Angara for self-immolation. When she takes it, then Chakita Chitava Mudari Paichani. Ramanama Ankita. Then she had in two minds. Harsha Vishada Hridaya Akulani. Then she thought, okay, nobody can defeat Rama and it cannot be duplicated. How come it has come? As she was thinking at that time, Madhura Vachana Boleu Hanuman. Hanumanji started speaking sweet words. And what are the sweetest words for Rama and for Sita Mata and Hanumanji? Ramachandra Guna Bharanai Laga. First he started doing the Ramachandra Guna Varnana. Sunate Sita Kara Dukha Bhaga. Then Sitaji's Dukha was going away. She was finding, Hanumanji was finding some relaxation on her face. So he understood this medicine is working. So first Angutha is dropped. Second, the Rama Gunas are spoken. Now this is the intelligence of Hanumanji. First the object is sent. She has recognized. Object is harmless. Then her most beloved is Ram. The gunas of Rama she is speaking. Generally nobody talks Rama Guna in Lanka. Vibhishana and Trijata do it, but very personally, secretly. Others are not allowed. But somebody is doing, so he must be a Rama Bhakta, only an idea coming to her. When he saw her, not only her dukkha is going away, lagi sunai shravana manalai. Shravana man lai lagi sunai lagi. So Shravana ears mana mind liakar she started listening with more keenness. Then Ranji understood. Oh, she's interested now. Now the trick and technique is working. Slowly now he stops. The Gunavardhana of the Rama then starts telling entire katha right from the beginning. That is the meaning of Adihute Sabakatha Sunai. That is the intelligence of it. First Angura given and she is given little consolation. The Ramagunas are spoken, her dukkha is removed, her attention is drawn more. When we are ready to listen with mind and ears, he started telling entire katha. She going on listening, she was. Then Shravanamrita jahi katha suhai, kai so pragata hoti kina bhai. This is what Sitaji starts asking Hanumanji. So this onwards, let us chant today. Shravanamruta jahi katha suhai kahi supragat hoti kin bhai तब हनुमंत निकट चली गयऊ फिर बैठी मन विस्मय भयऊ रामदूत मैं मातु जानकी सत्य शपथ करुणा निधान की यह मुद्रिका मातु मैं आनी दीन ही राम तुम कह सही दानी नरबान रही संग कहूँ कैसे कही कथा भई संगति जैसे नरबान रही संग कहूँ कैसे कही कथा भई संगति जैसे कपि के वचन स प्रेम सुनी उपजा मन विश्वास जाना मन क्रम वचन यहाँ कृपा सिंधु कर दास सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सदुनाथ महाराज की जय. So श्रवणामृत जही कथा सुनाई. हम्म हम्म कि the one who is making me listen that katha which is amritamaya to my ears and mind कही सुनाई कही सो प्रगट सुनाई कही सो प्रगट होती कि न भाई. भाई ये भाई आप कोई भी हो आप प्रकट क्यों नहीं होते. why are you not in front, why don't you express yourself. She asked that question. A lot of more details in Valmiki Ramayana. Here only cut short the story. Then what happened? तब हनुमंत निकट चली गयहु. At that time, Hanuman ji came down from the tree and came near to her. Then what happened? कि फिरी बैठी मन विस्मय भयो. She just turned her face other side and with her आश्चर्य in the mind, lot of hesitation and fear, she was seated there. Because don't know who is he. He can be Ravana in that form or any other Rakshasa. Now see how much it was tough and painful for both of them that Hanumanji had to convince her that he has come from Rama. Isn't it? It's so tough. And Sita ji को भी double problem है because she doesn't know whether there is some वानरा सुग्रीवा सब मिला हुआ और वालिस गिल्ड रावण की दोस्ती बनी. ये सब इनको लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग थोड़ी मिला ऑनलाइन. She doesn't know anything. And every day she is seeing Ravanasura and troubling her. Her mind is so conditioned, not one day, today, almost some months, 10 months. दोनों को इतना मुश्किल. Like I am getting so much pain and difficulty for me to communicate to you the glory of Hinduism, glory of spiritual life, glory of Sanatana Dharma, glory of our Rishi Muni Parampara, glory of the Shastras and all. As much it is becoming tough to me to tell you, double tough than me is to you. Because your minds are conditioned only about job, paisa, bhoga, only that. And from ages together in our mind, we ourselves created those doubt, suspicions about our own Sanatana Dharma. Into that, the country, the culture, the what you call, the constitution, every one of them, education system also, are such ones where nowhere you are introduced. You are also Bichara. You are also Lachar. But we both are struggling. I'm also struggling every day talking to you on Geetha, talking to you on Upanishad, talking to you on Tulsi Ramayana, doing the Vedic chanting for you, and giving you the essence of our Shastras in the form of common sense thoughts, making you chant the initial shlokas. ये मेरा जान निकलता है हर दिन. अभी now the time is 331 evening. 3:31. This is my fourth class and in this is the sixth class. Total 10th. शाम को मेरे अभी 5 क्लास 4 क्लास है. I'm struggling my best. Now I have to go and make khana and all that. I'm doing my best. It's so tough to me. I can leave it and buy समझे ना समझे बच्चे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. I can eat and sleep and watch India Bangladesh cricket match. 206 for 6 wickets, whatever. But no, Guru Bhagwan has given this chance to love his beloved children, to tell them these things. And what I get, I want nothing. Only little more clarity about Shastra Jnana, more love for my Shastras and Guru Shastra, Dharma, and my sadhana, basically. And when you are benefited, through you, the whole country, the world will be benefited. बिकॉज शास्त्र ज्ञान सच्चा ज्ञान है, ये उपयोगी ज्ञान है, मदद करने वाला ही है, इसमें कोई दोष नहीं है, इससे आपका कोई नुकसान नहीं होता. And you also, those who are coming regularly, my joyful appreciations, cheers for you, and wish and pray that no kida makoda durguna comes in you because of you, which you become irregular or leave these classes. मेरा एक ही प्रार्थना है, आपके अंदर कोई भी बाहरी मानसिक रोग नहीं आए जिस कारण से आप ये छोड़कर भागोगे. Because this is the best of the thing you are getting in your life. In my prayers, I include all of you every day. All the youth who are there may be regular and may they inform others also. May more people join. I'm telling you how difficult it is for Hanumanji to communicate, how difficult it is for Sitaji to accept. But there is no other alternative. And difficult for me to tell, difficult for you to listen. It's everywhere. Difficult for parents to tell children. चिल्ड्रन आर इन डिफरेंट मूड. 20 years में एक डेढ़ जनरेशन का गैप है, तो उनको भी डिफिकल्ट होता है उनको समझना. एवरीवेयर इट इज सो. The generation gap is there, the maturity levels are different, purposes, intentions are different, the things that influence from around are different. अब इतने सारे हैं, बड़ा चक्कर घन चक्कर वाला है सारा जिंदगी, भीतर का हो बाहर का भी. So difficult for the boss also to tell you and get work from you. For you also it's difficult because you have to manage and you do extra. But then if you take it as challenge, if you take it as the duty, you will enjoy it. If you take it as a heavy burden and all, you will suffer it. I'm not taking it as heavy burden. That's why 700 and above days, every day I'm doing this class. Other classes, 1700 days से ज़्यादा हो गए. If I take it as burden, I cannot shout, I cannot talk. सो जाओ सो जाओ. You have to put effort. Hanumanji is using his intelligence. What did he do when Sitaji turned that side? He did this job. What is what? Ramaduta me Matu Janaki. He says, I am a Ramaduta, oh Mother Janaki. So by that he says, you are Janakaputri Janaki, and I am the Duta, ambassador, the representative sent by Rama only. Then to ascertain it, to tell it more vehemently, strongly, सत्य सपथ करुणा निधान की, ये मैं जो कह रहा हूँ सत्य है और करुणा निधान राम जी के ऊपर शपथ है. Isn't it? मैं उनके ऊपर क्या प्रतिज्ञा करके, प्रॉमिस करके, है ना, कसम कहते हैं हिंदी में, क्यों कह रहा हूँ कि मैं उनका ही दूत हूँ. और by saying Rama is Karuna Nidhana, he is showing his devotion to Sita ji. To Rama, to Sita ji. His devotion to Rama, he is showing to Sita Mata. So every word is very well measured. First he says, hey mother, you are mother to me. Hey Mata Janaki. So with the moment Matu Janaki, he said, the Ravana doubt is gone. Because Ravana is not seeing Sita as Mata. So the biggest problem is gone. Second is Ramaduta said, that is enough for us, most important. Because he should not be sent by Ravana or Ravana, and he should be sent by Rama or Rama himself. So both achieved by Hanumanji in one sentence, saying, Ramaduta me Matu Janaki. Oh Mother Janaki. The moment that is said, the doubt of Ravana gone, and I am Ramaduta, the assurance started coming, that Rama has sent me. And third one, Satya Sapata. I am speaking Satya and मैं शपथ ले रहा हूँ भगवान राम जी के ऊपर. है कि नहीं? अब राम जी के ऊपर शपथ लेके कोई कर रहा है तो राम भक्ति होगा, क्योंकि राम जी के ऊपर शपथ लेकर कोई गलत काम करता है तो राम उसका पहले पिटाई करेंगे. Nobody can dare it. Okay, then यह मुद्रिका मातु मैं आनी. This mudrika which you have had in your hands, it I only brought it, nobody else. So I brought it. By that he is directing our attention to himself कि मैं खुद ही लाया हूँ. So It has not been brought by anyone. And how I brought it, you have a doubt in your mind, no? कि nobody can defeat Rama, जीत ही ना सकाई को अजय रघुराई. उसका आंसर ये है कि दीन ही रामा. Rama only gave me. He himself gave me. And why he gave it to me? तुम कहा सही दानी. So that you can recognize me, that I am sent by him only. See the clarity of every thought. When you study Ramayana in detail, your sharpness of the intellect grows. The thinking level grows. Then you have correct understandings as to what to do at any situation, whether it's a situation or a problem or a crisis. And in precise few words, Hanumanji is achieving the greatest. See, Ramadutamay Matu Janaki Satyasavada Karunani Dhanaki. What a beautiful. There's a melody in the chanting. There is a beauty in that whole wordings, and the purpose also is greatest. Then Sita doesn't want to just like accept. You know, out of doubt also, out of curiosity also. Both. She asked the question. What is the question? Narabanarahi Sangha Kahu Kaise? How come Nara Vanara Sangha? It is unimaginable. Rama Sita stayed together 12 years, 13 years. They have seen so many Vanaras. ऐसा अब कोई ऐसे आके राम जी से दोस्ती तो लिख किया हुआ हमने तो देखा नहीं. सीता जी साथ थी राम जी के साथ 13 साल ना, उसके बाद हुआ ये बड़ा. How to Navanas were there, we gave food to them and all. But itna sang ki you come as an ambassador sent by, how come it happened? तो नर वानर है संग कहूँ कैसे? How it has happened? Then Hanumanji patiently kahi katha bhai sangati jaise. Right from the beginning he told the katha. अब पूछने के बाद he told about Naravanara meeting, friendship of Sugriva and Rama. Before that he only told about Rama Guna and Rama Katha. अब उन्होंने पूछा तो कहा. All that story you all know that. Sugriva kicked by his Bharat Vali is there in the Rishimukh Parvata. Vali cannot come there. Rama Lakshmana in search of Sita came to that Shabari Mata, and Viratha, both of them told, go to Sugriva, he can help you. So that's how Ram Lakshmana came. Sugriva sent Hanuman to discover who are they. When they are found to be Ram Lakshmana, Agni Sakshi से राम का और सुग्रीव का मैत्री बनाया. Then Rama found about Sugriva his problem. He promised, I'll finish Vali and give you the kingdom. Accordingly, Rama does it. Then Sugriva is king now. Angada Yuvraj. 4 महीने he enjoyed the Varsha Rutu. Thereafter, lakhs and crores of Vanaras and Bhalu and also Langur brought from all over the world. They are sent to 4 directions. We came in the southern direction. This is what our journey. We came up to the ocean. There, the somebody told us, you are here. Then I met Vibhishanji, also told, this is how I came. So I came here is last, but this is how Rama Sugriva Maitri. So kahi khatha bhai sangati jaise. And while telling all of that, Hanumanji was maintaining his humbleness, his devotion to Rama, his devotion to Sugriva, and their intensity of wanting to find Sitaji and their efforts, and their Ramji's praying for Sitaji, and himself also concerned. Because he saw morning how Ravana threatened down how she. तो इतना उन्होंने हनुमान जी ने बताया. ये सारे डिटेल इसमें नहीं, आपको वाल्मीकि में मिलेगा. कपि के बचन सब प्रेम सुनी. Having heard the words of Hanumanji, full of that prema to Rama, Upajamana Vishwas. Sitaji got full faith in her heart. That Jana, she has understood, Manakrama Vachana Yaha. By body, by Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, Krupa Sindhu Kara Dasa. He is only the Dasa servant of Sri Rama only. By thought or deed, she has understood Hanumanji to be. All her doubts have gone away. Now they will discuss further. And this thing, Jana Manakrama Vachana Yaha Kurpa Sindhu Karadasa, 3-4 things you have to study, you have to listen. I'll talk on that tomorrow. Then we take up the next beautiful Chaupais and Doha. So with this, how many we have done? Teraha. So 47 more we have. 60 they are there. तो 60 बढ़ने के लिए हमको 60 दिन लगेंगे, क्योंकि एक एक दो दो दोहों के बीच में 4-4 चौपाई है, तो एक दिन तो लग ही रहा है उसमें. थैंक यू. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात सज्जन शांति मापनुयात् शांतो मुच्येत वंदेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमुच्येत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि आंजनेय तुलसीदास भगवान की जय, सीता माई की जय, लक्ष्मण स्वामी जी आंजनेय भगवान की जय, श्री याज्ञवल्क्य वैशंपायन महाचवस्यादि तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद महाशास्त्र आचार्य की जय, तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज की आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण। जय जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिपराशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तारण की जय। भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय, समस्त युवा मंडल की जय। Correct. Tomorrow we'll meet. Don't miss.